Is Kurdistan and the dissolution of Turkey coming? This is concerning prophecies that were made over 250 years ago. Are they being fulfilled? And the geopolitics of the current events of today. The prophecies of Saint Cosmas of Itolos of 1750 said that Turkey will be split into three parts, and a third will be taken by the Kurds. As we know, the population of Kurds of the Turkey is 33% is Kurds. Now, what do these prophecies say? And now we're talking about Kurdistan. Okay, the plan is not new. We've been hearing about this for decades, and it goes hand in hand with the redrawing of borders in the Middle East and the establishment of a greater Israel. Perhaps now is closer than ever. We did not say tomorrow morning, but only a good God knows when we are observing these signs. The eyes are on Kurdistan. The son of Israeli Prime Minister Yair Netanyahu speaks of the Kurds and an independent Kurdistan because of all the basically genocide that was taking place against them. Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Saar says the Kurdish people are the largest people in the region that has not gained political independence. And George Frilis says the big game has begun and it's not good for Turkey. Israel is playing the Kurdistan game. Menelaos Tesopoulos said Kurdistan is coming because of Israel and with Trump's accelerator, a new map of Mesopotamia, and so on. We see that more and more official lips consider the establishment of the state of Kurdistan for the wandering Kurds as a given, which means that no one felt sorry for them, neither the Americans nor the Hebrews up to Jews, Israel up to now, for so many years. Shouldn't they take their share, especially since on the one hand, the Kurds were the most important allies of the U.S. in the war against jihadists. On the other hand, the friendly Turkey has broken up for good with Netanyahu and company, and Netanyahu and followers will stop at nothing to dismember it and send Erdogan from where he came from. And as is well known, the expected Kurdistan will include territories from Turkey, that is southeast Turkey, Syria, Iran, Iraq, and therefore killing two birds with one stone. And we cut the lifeline of the two countries that are very much in the throats, Turkey and Iran. We create a zone, a shield country, which will interpose between Israel and enemies of Iran. Of course, Erdogan, who has taken the job first, is doing his own alchemy in hopes that, on the one hand, he will confine the Kurds somewhere in a zone between Turkey and Syria without losing any territory, and on the other hand, he will also take them from the side of the Aegean, which he found barefoot hunched over. Now, Erdogan, are you thinking without the innkeeper? But only one God, the Holy God, knows who has he has his plans both for your country and for your party. But the writer says, I'll tell you to make you sad. Why hide it anyway? We have profit seeking and did not expect to learn all this about Kurdistan from television and the seers, nor from those who are on the side of Israel, nor even from reputable analysts like Phil, etc. Well, how can we do this? We get our information from elsewhere, somewhere higher, somewhere more reliable. That is from those who are the mouth of God in the world, his prophets and saints. So, guys, let's do a little review because we have time to talk about what's going to happen down there with both the establishment of Kurdistan and the future of Turkey. And this is what Saint Paisius said, the Athonite elder who passed away in 1992. He says, 1, the Europeans are not doing the Turks a favor, and they're making the states where Muslims live independent, Bosnia and Herzegovina. But I see them breaking up Turkey in a polite way. The Kurds and the Armenians will rise up, and the Europeans will ask for these nations to become independent as well. They will then say to Turkey, "We did you a favor there. Now the Kurds and Armenians must become independent in the same way." In this way, they will politely break up Turkey. 2. When I asked him when these events would happen, the surrender of Istanbul, that is Constantinople, to the Greeks, etc., St. Paisius replied, "When the USA declares the establishment of an independent Kurdish state." 3. The elder, St. Paisius, brought us a notebook in which were written some prophecies of St. Arsenius Haji Effendi, and in it the saint prophesied the events of 1923, and that's the Asia Minor catastrophe, and said that the Greeks would return to their homeland again. The elder said that in addition to the Kurds and Armenians forming a state, cholera would also break out in Turkey, and the Turks would be decimated by the disease. Number 4, St. Paisius to a group of Cypriots, he says, "Do not be afraid of the Turks, they will disintegrate." The visitors were surprised, but the elder continued, "Yes, I tell you, Turkey will disintegrate. Now you play the dead bug, and the time will come when the Turks will suffer damage. Kurds and Armenians will make their own state. They will become independent," St. Paisius said. Number 5, Turkey will be divided into 3 to 4 parts. The countdown has already begun. We will take our own lands, the Armenians theirs and the Kurds theirs. The Kurdish thing has already been launched. These will happen, not now, but soon. When this generation that is ruling Turkey ceases, and a new generation of politicians will take over, and then the dismemberment of Turkey will take place. Number 6, Turkey will disintegrate, and unfortunately, the Allies themselves will break it up. Bosnia will become a Muslim state. At that time, there was no such state. But this fact will turn against them because, in accordance with this, the Kurdish state will later be created in its heart. 7, the Turks, let them be. They have the commemorative, what we call commemorative, what should we call it, seeds in their belt. They have them, they carry them with them. As for when Turkey will break up, no matter how many times we asked him and discussed it, the saint never said, "We don't know that." God told us that he would show us signs, but things are moving in that direction. Number 8, the Turks will leave on their own. A war will break out in the region. It will last about 4 years, and it will be almost global. And Turkey, will be forced to transfer all its war material and troops that it has in Cyprus and take them to replace the combatants. And you, just as you left with the buses and trucks, with the tractors, so you will go back. The same will happen in Free Cyprus. The Turkish Cypriots will come to go to their homes. The situation will not go as far as communism went in Russia. Also, Dimitris Protopapas, counter in Zodia in 1973, he had said characteristically about the Cypriots, "Many will die in exile, but when you hear that a new country has been formed that will be called Kurdia, then you will return without war." In short, children, let the neighborhood children dream of blue homelands and green horses, and let your own treacherous people dream of precipice of the Aegean, Mykonos, I don't know what else. We may see many things being woven at the expense of our homeland, and many will try to annihilate us. However, at the last moment, the hand of God will pull us from the brink of the cliff and will give such a slap to our enemies inside and outside the walls that they will not know where it came from. Why? If God is with us, no one is against us. And this is from translated for you from a Greek article. We'll see what happens. This is the prophecy concerning Turkey, that it will be split into 3 or 4 areas. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.